Part 2. Azure Moon. Ethereal Moon. Reunion at Dawn. It is Imperial Year 1185. Nearly 5 years have passed since the fall of the monastery at Garreg Mach, and war continues to plague the lands of Fodlan. Ferdiad has been captured. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in shambles. The Leicester Alliance is on the verge of collapse, fractured by two opposing factions, those who support the Adrestian Empire and its ruler, and those who seek her demise. Meanwhile, under Emperor Edelgard's rule of law, the Adrestian Empire continues to expand its reach. The path to a new Fodlan, unified by Imperial strength, may yet be in sight.
Well, here we are, part 2.
You. How long do you intend to sleep? Your body is awake. Your eyes must open now, and you must find the strength to stand upon those legs of yours. Like so much rain, a pool of blood has fallen to the ground. As spears and arrows pierce the earth, it weeps. And even now, it weeps. In order to survive, they kill. And so the people of this world are lost in an abyss of suffering. They weep as well. The only one who truly knows the nature of such things is I. Or rather, you.
I'm still sleepy.
You are a complete and utter fool! Have you not changed one bit? Get on your feet. Right now! I'll coddle you no more! You are just like a child, always needing me to hold your hand.
Hey, are you awake?
Who are you?
I'm just a villager here. What are you doing in a place like this? I honestly didn't expect to find someone floating away down the river. Garreg Mach is upstream of here, but that place was abandoned.
What do you mean, abandoned?
Huh? You don't know? The Church of Saros isn't there anymore. Though, there have been some folks still living there in the 5 years since... well, you know. Anyway, I've heard some thieves have been spotted around those parts these days.
5 years? What year is it?
Are you feeling alright? You didn't hit your head or anything, did you?
You found me floating in a river.
It's the ethereal moon of the year 1185.
Of course I'm not feeling
alright. It's been nearly 5 years since the monastery fell. Tomorrow was supposed to be the Millennium Festival, but who's got time to think about things like that?
Millennium Festival?
Yeah, that's what I said. But with the war and the Archbishop still missing it all, I doubt there's a soul to be found who has enough blessings worth counting. Hey, slow down, will ya? Where do you think you're going?
The monastery, dude, obviously.
You crazy? I told you. They say thieves are running amok up there. And there's plenty of other dangers, too. I heard a rumor that Imperial troops went up there to investigate and got slaughtered. Every last one. Come on, I promise I won't say you're a coward. Just forget about going anywhere near the monastery. You just remember I tried to stop you. Got it? It's not on my conscience if you wind up dead.
Yeah, no, it's cool. My students are waiting for me.
Students? You really are crazy, aren't you? There aren't any kids anywhere near that place anymore. Unbelievable.
Let's see. So in our first loop, we encountered Edelgard here. This is looking, decidedly different. Hey, Dimitri. You, feeling okay?
One day, you would be haunting me as well. You. What must I do to be rid of you? I will kill that woman, I swear it! Do not look upon me with scorn in your eyes!
Dimitri, buddy, everything's gonna be okay.
You... It can't be. You're alive? If that is the case, that can only mean you are another Imperial spy. Did you come here to kill me? Answer the question.
Of course not. Come on, Dimitri. I'm glad you're safe, buddy.
Am I?
Oh. It's like that, huh? What have you been doing the past 5 years?
I have been dead, more or less.
Oh. Why do you say that?
What do you hope to gain asking me that? There are more important matters at hand. Do you not smell them? Filthy rats everywhere. And traces of those who were here long ago. And thieves crawling from the woodwork, attracted by the promise of treasure. Since the monastery fell, order in this area fell right along with it. You must have seen the state of the town near Garrick Mach on your way here. Vile thieves run rampant. They pillage and loot to their heart's content. I must kill them. Every last one. It's time to hunt down their nest.
What do you plan to do? What kind of question is that, game? Honestly. You just said what he plans to do.
I told you. I will kill them all.
We don't have to kill them to stop them.
They must die. Someone must put a stop to this cycle of the strong trampling the weak. Or do you condone their actions? Do you believe that the pillaging and slaughtering those rats live for is justified? It is reprehensible and they must be put down. I intend to give them a taste of the pain they have inflicted on others. Even if it means becoming a rat myself, I swore to at least do that much. I will not let them down.
We must break the cycle of the strong trampling the weak, which is why I will perpetuate the cycle of the strong trampling the weak. Can the two of us hope to prevail?
It doesn't matter. All that matters is killing those who deserve to die.
Well. Well.
Good work. I should have known to check the monastery. Let's move quickly.
Yes, sir!
Dimitri, I'm on my way.
I suppose Gilbert did say something about being from the kingdom, right?
In the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, Imperial loyalist Cornelia has subdued all regions of the former royal house of Blathed to prevent further revolt. Prince Dimitri has been sentenced. Now, the backbone of the former kingdom, Houses Gautier and Fraldarius, struggle to continue the resistance. Cornelia, operating out of the royal palace, has accepted the support of the Empire to build an army and plots to wipe out all remaining kingdom forces. In the Leicester Alliance, House Regan leads an anti-imperial faction, while House Gloucester directs the Empire's supporters. Despite the undeniable threat of fracture, The Alliance's adept new leader, Claude, deftly maintains the outward appearance of a unified front.
Well, this is all sounding familiar.
In Enbar, the imperial capital of the Adrestian Empire, Emperor Edelgard fights to strengthen her regime. She has extended her reach to the kingdom by inciting a coup and continues to draw its former lords under her influence in pursuit of controlling all of Western Fodlan. In the meantime, the Knights of Seros have been dispatched to find Archbishop Rhea, who remains missing despite their searching. Left unattended, the monastery at Garreg Mach has fallen to ruin and become a haven for thieves.
Yeah, that sounds right. Just as it did before.
It smells of blood and sewage. Seems I found their nest.
What the? Intruders! Protect the goods!
Hey, I remember that guy.
Shall we go rat hunting? Don't let a single vermin escape.
Alright, I might remember this map. There's a lot of enemies that drop items here. So, it's not much to it, I guess. I mean, well...
What's my strategy?
See, all our weapons are nice and repaired. Ah, yeah.
This could turn the tide.
I already forgot that I turned on combat animations. I'm gonna turn them off again for the sake of time.
I'll comply.
Comply, huh?
With each kill, more monstrous.
He's certainly in a different place right now, isn't he?
There is still room for improvement.
That would work.
Alright, let's just skip this. Try to get a move on. Pour in some enemies this way.
Watch and learn.
This isn't even fair. Like, I know they were like, oh no, how could we prevail against all these thieves? But, like, they can't hurt me.
His Highness and Professor? We must speak later.
Hey, it's Gilbert.
I know it's been 5 years, but
And
I
it's
never
Ash.
expected the monastery
He
to
combed
end
his
up like
hair.
this.
Oh, I haven't seen any of you in such a long time.
And the
I'm
Mercedes.
so glad to see you're alive. We'll help out from here. It's over, thieves.
Isn't it?
Why?
The gang is
Why are
getting
you
back
here?
together. Let's take a look at Gilbert again. Fortress Knight.
My orders?
Fine.
I'd be honored.
I'm your girl.
Alright, Annette, show him what for.
At your service.
Actually, we'll keep them close together. Take that blessed bow, thank you very much.
I'm stronger than before.
It's fine. Wow. A lucky dodge from the enemy, huh? Just gonna skip that. I'm just so not worried about this. Not even a Ragnarok can finish the guy off. Oh well, I'll just build support that way, I suppose. Yep. Other shield, get out of here with that. Alright,
Watch and run.
Hexlock shield, I don't need it, but that's neat. I don't need it. Like that. Let's try.
We promised 5 years ago we'd meet, here and now.
Sure did, Ash. Thanks. Give Gilbert this Hexlock shield. Probably for the best.
I'm grateful.
Child's play. With each kill, more.
Yeah, you said that already, Dimitri. Ease up on that stuff. Oh, rude.
The monastery has become a nest of thieves.
Hey, it's Sylvain.
Professor, you're alive after all.
And Ingrid.
First things first. Let's defeat these thieves.
I'll lend a hand. We'll catch up later.
Even Felix showed up.
Listen up. We must end this quickly.
Alright, covers more health, yeah. Do that.
Thank you.
Let's see, I believe I can... Ooh, flaming shot, huh? So close to like a definitive final blow. Not so far. Reduces strength, that would be good for this guy, actually. That'll lower... Oh no, that attack power is so pitiful. Even Ash has enough defense to handle that. Okay. That's good then. Just whatever this guy has on offer, antitoxin, never mind. Who cares?
I'll cut through.
Ready when you are.
Oh, those guys have... Oh, that guy does have a bow. Alright. I can do a little something like this. This will get the job done. Not ideal.
What's the plan?
Not ideal.
Obvious.
Poison.
That's your best.
Too slow. Hopefully I'll be more useful now.
Wow, way to go, Ingrid.
Not quite. Too slow.
Is that it? There are openings to the north and south. We'll split into two and tear them apart.
Yeah, okay. So far, so good. Getting lots of cash, that's fine.
Thanks.
This guy out of the way.
I understand this better now.
Glowing ember. I wonder what kind of art that is. Good job, Ash.
Without power, who can you protect?
Lots of people suddenly getting real close to the point where they can use their learn a master class, which, to be perfectly clear, is fine by me. That's it, huh? Okay. Right. Felix does have locked touch. That might be good for him.
This situation is dire.
Oh, you're fine.
I sense an improvement.
Now, as I recall, I do want to set my units up in a proper position. Tempting as it is, I don't want to just go straight through the middle. I do want to bust through either side. So, convoy will kind of temporarily trade out. Where are my keys? There's one. Wow, rude. Do that again. That'd be fine. That guy has a bow, and that's rude. Here should be a right sweet axe. All right, bust down the wall. This is actually fine. Now it's just a matter of getting everyone into position. Put
This situation
Ingrid
is
back
dire.
on her mount.
My orders?
What's my strategy?
Now let's talk to Sylvain.
Professor, has it really been 5 years? You're as pretty as ever, and that's the only thing that matters.
Sylvain? Seriously.
I'd be honored.
Can you turn it off for like 2 seconds? And the only thing I want to do, I believe, I can get these doors open. That should be the big thing.
At your service. I'm your girl. Thank you.
One step at a time.
I don't know what happened.
I'll comply.
Ready when you are.
I'll cut through.
This should be okay. Oh, you know what? We can test out Smite. It's been a long time since Radiant Dawn. At least it feels like a long time since Radiant Dawn. But yeah, things like Shove and Smite they're back in this game. It's just that they take a combat art slot, which is why I don't use them. But hey, Ingrid, how's it
I'm
going?
glad we could meet again, Professor. It'll be nice to fight alongside each other, just like old times.
Yeah, okay.
I must pull through.
Alright, put this away for now. Maybe one of them concoctions will help.
What's the plan?
Just do this too.
No, I'm not the one you want. I guess I've got no choice. Shut up!
What was that, Gallardo? Why didn't I get a counterattack? Do you just have a thing that negates enemy counterattacks? I don't see anything in here. Did he decide? Oh, because I put away that weapon with Felix. Alright, that's not an insurmountable problem.
I
That was a good
fight and
level.
grow stronger. Only natural.
Surprise,
It
there are
isn't
more
looking
of
good
them.
for us. Should we retreat? You didn't plan on letting him get away, did you?
This is a little awkward though, because what the hell? Spike. I don't know that one. The power flax attack, huh? Take out that guy, get his flame accessory. This will get the job done.
You should yield me a tidy profit.
Hit it, my dude.
I thought it would be easy money. Maybe it
Whoops.
wasn't meant to be.
Well, probably should have taken out the other guy for the other drop, but whatever. It's fine. It can't be anything important. I'm sure of it.
Your Highness! Professor! I'm so glad you're both safe.
Why are you here?
Did you forget? We all made a promise on this very day 5 years ago.
Dimitri, weren't you the one who asked that we all meet up here?
Don't be silly. Of course you remember our promise. That's why you and the professor are here, right?
Your Highness, I have been following news of your whereabouts for a while now. I am relieved to have finally found you.
Do not call me that. I am not a prince, but a walking corpse.
Why would you say that, Dimitri?
That is what we all believed, but it is not so. I can see with my own eyes that you are alive, Your Highness. But the jail cells in Ferdiat are as solid as they come. How did you manage to...
To do.
Hey, yeah, where is Dedu? What happened?
He's dead. He died in my place.
I see.
Oh,
We will be sure to honor his loyalty, Your Highness. As for the state of the kingdom, the lords from the western regions have declared their fealty to the Empire, starting with House Rowe. Cornelia's band of traitors now refers to kingdom territory as the Fargus Dukedom. They've made Ferdiad their stronghold as they continue to invade the eastern region.
Cornelia?
She is a mage who has served the royal family for more than 20 years. There is much to tell you. I will explain everything in time.
Well, it's not like all of the kingdom's lords have sided with the Empire. There are plenty of houses, like mine and Felix's, that remain stubbornly opposed.
Your Highness, please allow us to take up arms at your side once more. What we need more than anything isn't soldiers, money, or supplies. We need the legitimate heir of Fargus to overthrow the Empire and reclaim the kingdom. Such is your duty. It is yours alone to bear, and well worth fighting for. Only you can gather our troops and lead us back into the light.
You're still needed, Dimitri.
I see. So, you all agree that we must fight back. And you see how that woman, how the Empire cannot be forgiven. That we must wipe them all out until not a single one of them remains.
Wipe them all out? I don't think any of us here are suggesting anything that extreme.
Professor, there is something I would like to ask you. Please, join me inside the monastery. To think you survived under all that rubble for the past 5 years. I suppose stranger things have happened, odd as that is to admit. There is still much I would like to ask you, but I think that's enough for now.
Where are the Knights of Ceros, Gilbert?
On that day 5 years ago, during the battle with the Imperial Army, Lady Rhea went missing. Since then, the Knights of Ceros have continued searching for her. And for you, I hear they have yet to find any promising leads. As the Empire has yet to release a statement, it's hard to imagine that she has perished. And yet... No, never mind. Once news of your survival gets out, everyone will flock back to the monastery.
And what happened to the kingdom?
After that battle, a certain incident took place in Ferdiad. Rufus, who was serving as King Regent, was murdered. I was once a knight in service of the royal family. I resigned from the Knights of Ceros and returned to serve the kingdom. However... This is madness. You truly claim that His Highness is the one who killed Rufus?
Oh, but it's true. The only one who could slip past the bodyguards and kill so efficiently is the young prince. You can't deny it.
Rufus is Prince Dimitri's uncle. His Highness is incapable of such an atrocious crime as murdering his own blood.
Ah, but they were never very close, were they? It's a well-known fact among former retainers. There are even rumors that Rufus was originally involved in the tragedy of Dusker. Perhaps His Highness believed those rumors and murdered Rufus in a fit of rage. But I'm afraid none of that matters now.
Cornelia, do not tell me that you...
The decision has been made. His Highness will pay for his crime with his head. His sentence will be carried out the day after tomorrow. On that day, the royal bloodline will come to an end. All you have left to do is sit back and watch, you senile old fool. Watch as the kingdom you love falls to ashes.
It was soon after announced that his sentence had been carried out. With His Highness's death, the royal bloodline of House Blathid was erased from this world. True to her word, all we could do was watch as she tore the kingdom apart before our eyes. Since the execution and the prince's corpse were concealed from the public, There have always been those who believed His Highness was still alive. As for myself, I only began to hope 3 years ago, when I chanced upon some compelling rumors.
What kind of rumors, Gilbert?
An Imperial platoon attacked without warning. Incident after incident of Imperial generals being slaughtered in Kingdom territory. It is said that each died in such a brutal, gruesome way that it is hard to imagine they were killed by human hands. I followed the rumors to location after location. Eventually, I had seen enough. I knew the rumors were true. Finally, after a half-decade of torment, it happened. I found him. I fear his deep hatred and the weight of his solitude have consumed him for far too long. We must bring him back from the edge on which he stands. To that end, I must speak with His Highness. I imagine it will not be a quick or easy conversation. I pray that he is of a mind to speak of such things. I am certain that my words will... never mind. What must be done, must be done. I would wager that you are weary after the day's events. Perhaps you should take this opportunity to get some rest.
Well, that's our new perspective on the events after the 5 years of war. Dimitri's all but fallen into darkness. Apparently lost Dedu in his escape. And has just been going around killing Imperial soldiers and generals in gruesome ways that, thankfully, we don't have to actually see on screen. So, yeah, that's where things stand. That's how part 2 begins.